Happy Tuesday afternoon. Thanks for joining us on Midday here with DG.
What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's Tuesday. It's beautiful outside. I'm happy. What about you?
I'm good. I know you did some relaxing before the show this morning.
Oh, yes. I was in the float tanks getting ready down on Source on High. It was amazing. I can't wait for them to see that segment.
I think that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now,
it's exciting.
explain what a float tank is.
So it's like this big, okay, it kind of reminds me of a giant jacuzzi with a lid, but you float because it's got like 1,200 pounds of Epsom salt. So it's totally relaxing. And then they close the lid, and you can leave lights on, or you can, you can keep it open if you want. And you just literally lay back and you float, and you're just like in this, like, I'm not going to say heaven, but it is super amazing.
Heaven bubble?
Yes.
And
yes.
you don't sit still, so how did this work?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of like, what do I do with my hands? Am I just relaxing?
Was there a camera inside while you were inside?
Well, I did hit my Instagram.
Do you wear clothes?
I was wearing my bathing suit, and
sorry, ladies.
and it was one of those things where I was like pushing off the walls, kind of like bouncing around, like ding.
I can
ding.
see that.
Yeah, the ADD.
They probably have like a camera in the room, and they're like, "This, we have a live one. We have a live one."
Calm down, sir. They do have an intercom in there, so like if you need anything, and I just wanted to be like, I'll take a Big Mac and fries with it, but I didn't order anything.
That's
so
good.
I wanted to.
We'll see that tomorrow.
Yeah, it was fun.
Did you watch the Oscars?
I didn't. I've watched clips from it. I've really watched a lot about the Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
You're not the only one.
I mean, that was, I saw that look they gave each other. It was intense.
What look is that? Do it for the camera, please.
They're like, oh. I mean, it was.
I felt that.
Yeah, it was, woo, Bradley.
So you feel like there's
Better
could be
watch
something
yourself,
going on
sir.
there. Well, she just.
What'd she say?
Well,
Can you tell me? Okay.
we're going to talk
Sorry.
about it later.
Sorry,
No,
what's popping?
But she just ex-nayed her engagement. Do you think there's something there?
Wait, Lady Gaga did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't know who did, she or the guy did.
Whoa, Bradley, watch yourself.
Bradley's with Irina, it's a supermodel.
And it didn't look like, but I don't know, there's just a lot.
Little
I think we
analysis from DG.
We want them to fall in love,
Do we?
I do.
I don't
Okay, it's just me because of the movie.
Okay.
Have you seen the movie?
No, and that's what it's leading into. So we were talking everything Oscars yesterday. I went home and after it, and I felt this incredible guilt that I haven't seen not one of those movies.
Oh, yeah.
Not one. So I've made this pact with myself that I'm going to watch these.
That's what Ebony was talking about, our assistant producer. She's like, this weekend, catching up, watching all the Oscar movies.
Ebony, we're doing this together.
You're in.
Have you seen any of them? You obviously saw A Star is Born.
Yeah, and I think that's really it. I'm trying to think.
Then you'd better join in.
Yeah.
Because we need to become
educated. Got to step our game up.
Well, and I'll tell you, the trailers made me want to see them.
They do.
They look so good.
The Brazilian movie or South American movie, I'm not sure what it's called. I've seen some of the trailers.
Mexican, it's close.
I knew,
Roma.
Oh yes, that looked amazing.
Yeah,
so
all of them.
I was just like, okay, I'm not going to cry. Stay
If you've
tough.
seen any of the shows that we talked about yesterday, let us know which one you like the best, so then we can go in that order. We trust
I like
you.
that.
We
Yeah,
trust
give us a
you.
little info, a little guidance.
All right, you were talking about McDonald's earlier in the float tank.
This is
How about
great.
this story? A Georgia woman wanted McDonald's apple pie so bad, oh yeah, she ended up going to jail for it. Reports say she was screaming and getting aggressive in the drive-thru after an employee told her the pie would take about 5 minutes. That's when the woman cursed the employee out and punched her fist into her own hand. At the end, it was about $1 for a pie in exchange for $837 in disorderly conduct citation charges.
This is a perfect example of people just losing it out in public.
Yeah.
I don't think it was ever really about the pie.
I was just about to say that. I think there was something else going on in her life that day, and she just needed that darn pie. I mean, that was going to be her comfort food for whatever else was going on.
I mean, we've all heard the phrase hangry. This is a whole nother hanger level.
I mean, the pies are good.
They are delicious, let's be honest about
I don't
that.
know if they constitute that.
I mean, the commercial's getting us, isn't it?
Well, the commercials, okay, this brings on an entire thing, and I don't want to call out restaurants, but I am.
Do it.
Commercials make the food look so ridiculously unreal.
And it's thrown at us.
Biggest
constantly.
culprit?
Tell me.
Red Lobster.
Ooh, and it is,
When
this
you
isn't a
see
shout
those
out,
commercials,
but
you're
it's
just
Lobster
like,
Week. I know.
are we going?
My mom was there this weekend, and I was like, Mom, She's like, you want to just come? And I was doing some other stuff, and I was like, I can't make it. But I was FOMO. You know what I mean? Fear of missing out. Oh, the cheesy biscuits. Listen to us.
But does the food really look like the commercials?
I don't think it ever does. I don't think so. I think you're right.
All right, let us know what you would do. And I don't think anybody was hurt in her apple pie rampage. All right, nobody's hurt in this story, but it made a lot of people angry. A writer and motivational speaker, ironically enough, received some backlash after sharing his tips on how to be a beautiful woman. Alexander J.T. Cortez gave his 12-step guide saying, quote, only a man can tell a woman how to act. He deserves to be slapped right there for that. He adds that men should vet women. What?
Oof.
And if a woman gets angry at his list, she's a terrible mother. What if she's not a mother, Mr. Cortez? All right, here's the list, DG. I'm going to let you go through them.
This is the worst idea ever. That this is so terrible.
Yeah.
So he said that a woman needs to be thin. They need to be able to cook, have long hair, wear makeup, be feminine, be graceful, sensual. They need to shave. He goes, without saying, be fashionable, wear pink and feminine colors, love men, and listen to men. Stay classy, ladies.
That makes me not want to listen to men.
This is the probably most backwards thing. I mean, it's misogynistic. It's just totally outlandish.
So people online, they don't know if you, look at that picture, ladies. You just soak that in. I mean, and I'm not even going to say anything because I'm not going to tell a man how to be beautiful. You do your thing.
You know, this guy, man, that was a bad decision.
Well, that's the argument is whether or not he's being real or he's being sarcastic because it's online and they don't know if he's just trying to start controversy, but a lot of people are taking it to heart.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it seems like it's something that you would read from the 1940s. You know what I mean? It seems
like something if this man walked out in a street, he might just get
hit by a car. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just attacked by a
angry mob.
Yeah, of women.
Man, that
like, do we even have to talk about why this is wrong? I don't think so.
So many terrible points. Like, anyways.
Which one hits you the hardest?
I think the part where he says that women should love men.
Oh.
I mean, that's just.
That one hit you.
Yeah, I thought that was just pretty terrible. What about you?
Well, one, if he means listen, like being told what to do, no. If he means listen, you can listen to everybody. The other one is be graceful. I don't think you can just tell somebody to be graceful.
I mean, it's
actually,
just,
they all. You can't.
They were all terrible.
I don't know why we're even justifying
they're just
it.
all bad. Never ever. This was just so bad. So I hope he was being like sarcastic or. I don't know, maybe this is a really bad prank gone wrong, but...
Social media,
No, not the place.
All right, moving on. We're going to talk about a business opportunity now. Places across the nation received a lot of snow. So a northern Ohio team claims he made, get this, $35,000.
What are we doing?
In only 4 days, he charged $750 per hour to plow during the snowstorms that happened out in Seattle. David Holston, he owns a landscaping and snow plowing company in Idaho. And while visiting his mom in Seattle for her birthday, of course, he brought his equipment and then later put an ad on Craigslist, $35,000.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
We're in the wrong business.
Like, this is the next person that owns, like, Amazon or something like that. And you talk about, like, he doesn't even live there. He was thinking ahead.
He's a teenager. That's what's wild.
Yeah, well,
this kid
he's a smart teenager.
He is killing the game. I love it.
Yeah, so this
Did you ever have any jobs like that when you were a kid?
Well, definitely not snow.
Okay, yeah. Yep, the Floridian.
I did pony parties.
What's a pony party?
And babysat.
Okay.
Okay, that's my very first job. Is when you take the ponies to like parties or events, and then you have to put the kids up on them, and they ride around. And
Amber was a clown. That's what you're
I was
getting
not
at.
a clown.
She's
I was
birthday clown.
introducing people to horses.
Birthday clown. No, it's cool.
There's a very technical name, and I'll think of it.
All right.
What was your job, Mr. Goldman?
I mowed grass. That was really it.
Oh, how original. No, I'm just kidding.
My dad was like, great, it's summertime.
Did you make money?
Yeah, we...
35,000?
No, I am going to step my game up from here on out.
Seriously, what were you
What
doing
did he say
with your
you
life?
did that in like 4 days?
$750 per hour.
He worked hard though.
Listen, I will go in the snow and go do, I don't even know if I would.
No, it's not happening.
All right, we're talking about work. Most of us get home from work.
Yeah.
We usually just want to do our own thing,
chill.
just kind of relax. However, heads up, there are some things you may race to do after clocking out that could end up killing your productivity.
It happens.
Yeah, these are some habits to look out for.
All right,
This
guys.
one's for you, David.
I know. You know, I think we've all been guilty of this one. You get off work and you're enjoying happy hour and then work with a drink, and you just need to be aware that alcohol can affect your sleep. So if you take that happy hour a little too long.
Like how many drinks, David? What's your
You
normal
know,
happy hour?
My normal, I haven't done a happy hour really like after work probably for literally 10 years. Because you know,
mix things up.
No, I'm telling you, like Lexington doesn't really have a strong happy hour.
Yes, they
scene.
do, and I don't even get to do happy hour. Do you believe this, man?
I'm telling you.
Listen, I'm working during happy hour, and I
As am
know there
I.
are a ton of happy hours out there.
I think it's really because those
Lexington
are hours
is
where I'm
definitely a
working.
drinking town.
It is a drinking town. # bourbon. But do you think it's really a happy? Like, what's a good happy hour place?
Well, isn't it usually like 4 to 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, every restaurant I've
I feel
ever
like
seen and
this-
bar has a
the
happy
Summit
hour.
has a good happy hour area.
Everywhere does.
I think it's because I work till like either 6 or 7, so I missed that.
Do you believe?
Now
DT?
when I was in DC, happy hour was a big part of my life. So it's yeah, it was fun. Okay, next we get a little excited.
Taking a nap. Oh, I would do that every day if I could.
I took a 15-minute nap yesterday.
15 minutes.
Yeah, out in my car during my lunch break, and it was the best thing ever.
Did somebody call the cops?
No.
Can't do that in the parking lot, David.
You can't take a rest.
I don't know if you can.
I'm pretty sure you're allowed
I
to
might.
nap.
I would maybe think you're dead.
Hello, sir.
Actually,
are you
if
okay?
I saw you in the car doing that, I would probably call authorities anyways, just to see how they would wake you up.
There's a man living in his truck out there. All
All
right. Yeah, we got excited.
Yeah.
Not giving yourself a transition period. What do you think that really gets into?
That means that you don't ever ease out of work. You just constantly stay in that state of mind, which is awful.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than continuing talking about work for hours and hours and hours and then getting texts and then
Yep.
getting emails. Knock it off.
I think we've all been there. Like, I'm totally guilty of that.
I throw my phone and then no, you leave it alone.
I think
That's time.
this kind of rolls into our next one.
Yeah. Putting in overtime. More work doesn't mean more productiveness. Studies found employee output falls sharply about a 50-hour work week. I agree with that. Hustle and go.
Yep.
Get your work done and get out of there.
Yep. Work hard, play hard.
Exactly.
And I like this last one. Watching too much television, especially if it's like dark, it messes with your whole sleep cycle. Do you watch TV before you go to
No.
bed?
Have you ever? I know no TV shows.
What?
I know. That's why I need to catch up on movie weekend.
That's true. She's
Do
got
you?
some work ahead of us. I do. Yep. I am a real Netflix guilt. Okay. I do my, one more episode.
Throwing money out the window.
No, I'm
Every
telling-
TV show you watch.
It's so good. I love Netflix.
All right.